Let's begin. Invocation to the Supreme God, to the Great Divine Father and the Great Divine Mother. Thank you for your priceless blessings, for your divine light, divine love, divine power, divine healing, guidance, mercy, help, and protection. Thank you. To our great spiritual teacher, to all the great spiritual teachers, to all the great gods and goddesses, to all the great ones, we extremely humbly thank you for your great blessings. We very humbly thank you. Thank you. Now be aware of the heart, be aware of the crown, and say, Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for filling in my heart chakra and my crown chakra with tremendous substance of love. Again, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for filling in my heart chakra and my crown chakra with tremendous substance of love. All right, raise your hands. We're going to be doing a very specific forgiveness in which, people tend to identify all the time mistakes in somebody. It's very important to keep it segmented that way. So the understanding goes deeper and deeper, okay? Let's start. Say to all the human souls in this world, across all my incarnations, that have tended to identify weaknesses within me, not seeing the good in me, but always seeing the bad, always seeing the ugly portions, installing low self-esteem, creating fear and inner trauma and low self-worth within me. Say, I forgive all of you. I forgive all of you. I forgive all of you. I know whatever I feel is not really me. It's just what the mind makes, or it's just what the mind makes up. I completely forgive all of you. I know several times, but even when I do good things or appropriate things or right things, it still ends up in being somebody who does wrong things. And tell them I feel bad about it, and I want you to know it. I feel bad when you criticize me. I feel bad when you insult me, when you keep finding mistakes. I feel terrible. I would like you to see all the good things also that I've done. If you feel emotions right now running through your system, let all the emotions out and tell them that I would like to be appreciated for the goodness or the good things I do or the things that I do right. I don't want the good things to be taken for granted. Be very clear and verbalize very clearly that when you find my mistakes, it feels like I don't do anything right, or the mistakes become bigger than my good contributions, and project a lot of love towards all these souls and say, I forgive you. I forgive all of you, all of you, all of you. I forgive you primarily because I don't want to think about things that are non productive. I forgive you for my own peace. I forgive you because I'm not what I feel. I'm a spiritual being, and these feelings are just experiences. They are not what I am. I completely forgive you. I also understand that a large portion of what comes to me is my own karma, almost completely my own karma. So I cannot blame any of you for it. I will just learn to identify my lessons of finding goodness, finding positivity, identifying good deeds, encouraging goodness in everyone. And I will strengthen these good qualities in myself in all situations with everyone. Forgive, forgive, and forgive. Now say to all the human souls across all my incarnations, to which I have repeatedly found mistakes in their work, unnecessary mistakes, mistakes for the sake of ego, mistakes for the sake of criticism, mistakes for coming from impure intentions. Just say, I'm extremely, extremely sorry for what I did. I am extremely, extremely, extremely sorry for whatever I did. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Finding useless and unnecessary mistakes and not focusing on the goodness, or rather, not verbalizing goodness enough and only verbalizing mistakes, has been a painful portion that I have had to go through. And I'm very sorry that you were the victim. I know it would have made you feel terrible, very bad, and I sincerely apologize for it. I also understand that most of the time the criticism is not necessary, not important. Most of the time, I can have a cool head, a calm mind, and finish the work. I am extremely, extremely sorry for the way I treated all of you. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. And say, Abhi tak, the amount of people that you've actually blessed, imagine them all together in a big cluster. Let's do chanting of the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum to bless everyone with deeper compassion and mercy. Be aware of the heart, be aware of the crown, and say Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. May everyone be deeply healed and blessed. So be it. Now look at yourself and say, for being excessively critical, I forgive myself. For being somebody who finds unnecessary mistakes, I forgive myself. For being somebody who damages other people's self-esteem through this mechanism, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for many of these mistakes that I've made in the past. Tell yourself it's okay. Making mistakes is part of the process of evolution. It's okay. Making mistakes is part of the process of evolution. It's part of the process of evolution. It's okay. And say, I forgive myself. Sometimes before we go forward, sometimes we keep causing pain, so much pain to other people that it may last for decades of finding mistakes, that they think that they are mistakes themselves, which is really, really, really wrong. And that is the kind of karma some people get at the end, that they get two or three people in the next incarnation who only keep finding mistakes in them. That becomes a really painful life to deal with. So say that I forgive myself for having treated other people in this manner. I'm extremely, extremely, extremely sorry that I used my speech to injure, to hurt, to corrode other people. And I also truly forgive myself for uselessly and excessively finding mistakes with myself. Excessive self criticism, excessive tendency to find mistakes with myself. I completely forgive. I completely forgive myself. I completely forgive myself. I am a child of God. I'm a child of God and I forgive myself and I love myself. I love myself. I truly, sincerely love myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's start the purification session. Be aware of the heart, be aware of the crown. Today we'll do a little different kind of purification. We'll try to do purification of one thing only, but we'll stretch it by say doing it many times. I haven't done this ever for public, but we'll try doing this. We've usually done it for specific group of practitioners, but I think it should be okay. We'll try and see, okay? Um, Let me just scan something before we go forward. Let's start. All right. Be aware of the heart, be aware of the crown. And before we go forward, I'd like you to just, in your mind, uh, take just 2 minutes and run through what kind of ways are you manifesting procrastination and laziness. If you're not meditating, if you're not taking time out to meditate, that is spiritual, procrastination or spiritual level of laziness. If you're running away from studying, from thinking, from applying your mind, to sharpen your mind to solve your problems, if you're not doing any of these things, or if you just want an easy way out every time, that is mental procrastination, mental laziness, right? If you are somebody who is not willing, you spend a lot of time in phone, for example, Instagram, your social media, your YouTube, for example, and you lack emotional commitment, for example, for doing whatever you start, that comes under the category of emotional laziness or emotional procrastination. And then there is physical level one, which is not doing tasks, like, or just delaying the tasks and बाद में कर लेंगे, let's shoot later, that's okay, nothing bad is happening. Physical level of procrastination, okay? So we'll try and address this for about next 7 minutes or so, like very thoroughly, okay? So just, I'll give you a minute to think about what kind of procrastination do you actually have as the most major quantity. All right, let's begin. And this time you will completely be aware of the weakness when you're externalizing something, okay? Let's start. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for verbalize everything. Thank you for completely extracting out all energy of laziness and all energy of procrastination on the physical level, emotional level, mental level, and spiritual levels. From my system, from all my chakras, and please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Again, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all procrastination and all laziness from my entire system, from all my chakras, and please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Again, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all energy of laziness and all energy of procrastination from my entire system, from all my chakras, and please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Again, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all the energy of laziness and procrastination from all my chakras, from my entire system, and please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Again, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all forms of laziness and procrastination from my entire system, from my chakras. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. Be still for a minute. Observe what is happening in your system. Again, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all laziness and all procrastination from my entire system, from all my chakras. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for completely extracting out all procrastination and all forms of laziness from my entire system, from all my chakras. Please sacrifice it to the great Sun God. Thank you. All right. Let's invoke for blessings. We say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with one-pointedness and constancy of aim and effort. Please bless me with an iron will and inner power to do great things. Thank you. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with one-pointedness and constancy of aim and effort. Please bless me with an iron will and inner power to do great things. Thank you. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with one-pointedness and constancy of aim and effort. Please bless me with an iron will and inner power to do great things. Thank you. Say, Lord God, thank you for blessing me with constancy of aim and effort, non-laziness, constancy of aim and effort, and non-laziness, so I can do great things in life. Thank you. Be very conductive and say, I completely absorb these blessings in my soul, in my mental body, in my astral body, in my etheric body, down to the physical body. May these blessings be completely internalized. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now be aware of your point of light on top of your crown and be very, very still. Practice stillness. let's do a closing prayer. Say to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you for your great blessings. Thank you so much to our great spiritual teacher, to all the great spiritual teachers, to all the great gods and goddesses, to all the great, great ones. We very, very humbly thank you for your great blessings. We thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone, see you tomorrow. Take care. God bless all of you and a very, very happy Diwali. Bye bye.